Scale drawing. We talked about ratios and proportions, and we said that a ratio is basically a relationship of two or more items, and that a proportion is basically two equivalent ratios. Scale drawing is all about proportions. A map is a very good example of scale drawing, which is just a drawing that is either larger or smaller than the real thing it represents, but it's still in proportion to that thing. For example, this map of Hawaii is much smaller than the actual Hawaii. But even though the map is smaller, it's still proportional to the real Hawaii. And it even has a scale on it to show the relationship between the two sizes. This is an example of what we call a linear scale. This means that 5 centimeters on the map represent 9 miles on the ground. We could also have a statement scale, like 1 centimeter represents 40 kilometers. Or a ratio scale. Usually in ratio scale, the units must be the same. And so for 1 centimeter represent 40 kilometers, all the units must be in centimeters. And so we shall have 1 to 4 million. We can have that in form of a fraction. 1 centimeter over 40 kilometers, or 1 centimeter over 4 million centimeters. For our map, it shall be 5 centimeters over 9 miles, or 9 miles over 5 centimeters. Suppose we want to know how many miles it is from Mauna Loa to Hilo. We can set a proportion to work that out. The ratio that we already know is 9 miles over 5 centimeters. Now, we only need to set that equal to an equivalent ratio that has the unknown distance. Because we have the map, we can use a ruler to measure how many centimeters it is from Mauna Loa to Hilo. It looks to me like 20 centimeters. And so the bottom number of the equivalent ratio is 20 centimeters. And the top number is the number of miles, which is unknown. We put an n. So to solve for n, we do our cross multiplication. N times 5 is 5n. That is equal to 9 times 20. To get n, we divide by 5, and we get 36 miles. It's that simple.